Developing this morning, the legal fight over the possible changes to the Birmingham Water Works Board takes a new turn. The city of Birmingham, Mayor Randall Woodfin, all now filing a new federal lawsuit in court. The lawsuit is in regards to Senate Bill 330, which would change how the board is structured, and it would turn it into a regional board. The city of Birmingham argues the bill is unconstitutional. Birmingham City Council is now authorizing the purchase of the Birmingham Water Works Board for $1.
Hey folks, Dale Jackson here for Yellowhammer Now. Let's discuss the Birmingham Water Works Board and the takeover, which is not really what it is, more of a reconstitution of that entity into an entity that better represents the region. Now, the obvious thing you're going to hear from the city of Birmingham is that this is racially motivated, because anything that targets the city of Birmingham, and this does, don't get me wrong, anything that targets the city of Birmingham targets it because of race. Not because of the ineptness of the leadership or decades of incompetence. It has nothing to do with that. It's all race. And they're going to try to get around this legislation by selling the property and selling the board itself to the city. And then the city's going to take over and take those assets. I'm sure that's going to work. I'm sure that's going to be a plan that works really well. These are some very smart people doing very, very smart things.
Well, the motion is denied for now, but only because the governor wasn't given notice. However, the judge will hold a hearing to discuss the matter with both the city and the state. Earlier today, we heard from Mayor Randall Woodfin from City Hall about the lawsuit. The lawsuit, which has been filed in federal court, alleges that Senate Bill 330 violates both the U.S. and Alabama constitutions. It contains 8 counts. Count 1 alleges the Senate bill discriminates against the city plaintiffs, treating them differently than similarly situated ratepayers based on race, and that the bill violates the Equal Protection Clause of the U.S. Constitution. The plaintiffs in the case, the mayor of Birmingham and the city council, are asking the judge for an emergency hearing to prevent the governor from signing the bill into law. Mayor Randall Woodfin outlined his objections to the bill, which has passed both houses and has yet to be signed into law by the governor.
We're concerned about the ratepayer and the ratepayer only. And as we understand it, we have a bond deal that is imminent, and they are in works to go to meter readers, which is what all the ratepayers deserve and need and want. We all know that Jefferson County makes up 91% of the ratepayers. And within that, 44% of those ratepayers live in the city limits of Birmingham. This new board does not reflect either one of those.
Now, this is a very smart move by the city. Totally smart, very smart, big brain stuff here by the city of Birmingham. Remember, the legislature has made it very clear, if there are entities around the state like school boards that aren't doing what they're supposed to do, they will come in and they will meddle with them. There's been talk of taking over police departments, oddly enough, in Birmingham. That's one of them. This talk is out there. It's a flashing sign that says, stop being terrible. If you don't stop doing that, we're going to start messing with you. And in this case, they're reconstituting the board involving regional players as opposed to just the city of Birmingham and saying enough of this nonsense. The city had an opportunity to avoid this, and they didn't. And now here we are watching them once again go to a court, a federal court in this instance, and say, racism? I don't think that's going to work. It usually doesn't. Sometimes it does. But this is really the last gasp of the mayor of the city of Birmingham on this issue, because he's got no answers at all. So he's got to try gimmicks and nonsense.
Every year in Alabama, we miss out on between $65 and $90 million in tax revenue by not legalizing sports betting here in our state. Money that can be used to improve our roads and bridges, or elevate our school systems and support our first responders. Contact your legislator to ensure sports betting is legalized in Alabama. Learn more at betonalabama.com.